The People's Republic of China operates under a one-party system. The Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, holds significant power and influence. The CCP's reach extends across all aspects of Chinese life, from politics and economics to culture and society. Xi Jinping, as the paramount leader, holds the titles of CCP General Secretary, President of China, and Chairman of the Central Military Commission. He has consolidated his authority, emphasizing the CCP's role in achieving national rejuvenation and economic progress. Xi Jinping's leadership is marked by a focus on strengthening the CCP's control over various sectors of society. This includes tightening regulations on businesses, media, and online spaces. His administration has implemented anti-corruption campaigns and promoted traditional values. Xi's vision for China emphasizes national unity, economic self-reliance, and a more assertive foreign policy. These initiatives reflect the CCP's long-term goals for China's rise as a global power. The CCP's dominance shapes China's political landscape. The National People's Congress, while formally the highest state body, largely follows the CCP's directives. The government focuses on economic growth, poverty reduction, and technological advancement. It has implemented various reforms to address these issues, including infrastructure development and social welfare programs. However, political dissent and challenges to the CCP's authority are met with strict control and censorship. Understanding China's political system requires acknowledging the CCP's central role and the leadership of Xi Jinping. His vision and policies continue to shape China's trajectory in the 21st century. As China navigates a complex global environment, the CCP's grip on power remains firm, influencing all aspects of Chinese society. The LGBTQ+ community in China faces a complex and evolving situation. While homosexuality was decriminalized in 1997, same-sex marriage remains unrecognized, and there are no national laws prohibiting discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. This lack of legal protection leaves LGBTQ+ individuals vulnerable to discrimination in housing, employment, and healthcare. Social stigma surrounding LGBTQ+ identities persists in China, influenced by traditional Confucian values and societal norms. Many LGBTQ+ individuals choose to remain closeted due to fear of rejection from family, friends, and colleagues. The absence of open dialogue and representation in media further contributes to the challenges faced by the community. Despite these challenges, there are signs of growing awareness and acceptance of LGBTQ+ individuals, particularly in larger cities. Grassroots organizations and online platforms have emerged to provide support, advocacy, and a sense of community. Some celebrities and public figures have also begun to speak out in support of LGBTQ+ rights, slowly chipping away at societal taboos. The path toward greater LGBTQ+ equality in China is likely to be gradual. As awareness increases and social attitudes evolve, there is hope for legal reforms that protect LGBTQ+ individuals from discrimination and ensure their full inclusion in Chinese society. The Hukou system is a household registration system in China that has played a significant role in shaping internal migration patterns and access to social services. Implemented in the 1950s, the Hukou system ties individuals to their place of birth, categorizing them as either agricultural or non-agricultural residents. This classification determines access to education, healthcare, housing, and other social benefits. For decades, the Hukou system has restricted rural to urban migration, limiting opportunities for economic advancement and social mobility for rural residents. Those with a rural Hukou who move to cities often face obstacles in accessing essential services and employment opportunities. This has resulted in a significant urban-rural divide in terms of living standards and access to resources. In recent years, the Chinese government has implemented reforms to relax the Hukou system, particularly for smaller cities and towns. These reforms aim to facilitate rural to urban migration and address the issue of uneven development between urban and rural areas. The government has introduced point-based systems in some cities, allowing migrants to gain Hukou status based on factors such as education, employment, and social contributions. While these reforms represent progress, the Hukou system continues to pose challenges. The disparity in access to social services between urban and rural residents persists, and the reforms have been implemented unevenly across different regions. Addressing these issues is crucial for ensuring equitable development and social inclusion for all citizens. China's healthcare system is characterized by a stark contrast between urban and rural areas, reflecting the country's rapid economic development and ongoing challenges in ensuring equitable access to healthcare for all citizens. In major cities like Beijing and Shanghai, residents benefit from modern hospitals, advanced medical technology, and a wider range of healthcare professionals. However, rural areas often lack adequate healthcare infrastructure and face a shortage of qualified doctors and medical supplies. This disparity in healthcare access is a persistent concern, particularly in remote and impoverished regions, where residents may face significant barriers to receiving timely and quality medical care. The Chinese government has implemented various reforms to improve healthcare access and affordability. This includes expanding health insurance coverage, investing in rural healthcare infrastructure, and promoting telemedicine initiatives to reach remote areas. Despite these efforts, challenges remain in addressing the urban-rural healthcare gap. Out-of-pocket healthcare expenses can be substantial for many Chinese citizens, particularly for those with chronic illnesses or requiring specialized treatment. The high cost of healthcare remains a significant burden for many families, highlighting the need for continued reforms to ensure equitable and affordable healthcare for all.